Yo, what's up, guys? Earl DFS coming back with another NHL video. 2 days in a row. I'm doing good this now. We got an 11-game slate to break down here. First, I do want to look at last night's slate. It was a 5-game slate. I did play the mini-max. We'll take a look at the winning lineup first, then we'll look at my best lineup. I had a third-place lineup there, which was nice. First place was a 3-2-1 Rangers power play with Mika putting up 0. Paranen and Kreider with a 2 from Courtier and Voracek. Interesting play there. I wasn't really high on Philadelphia yesterday. And then the one off of Eichel. So basically, this guy did really well, and then he got 28 from a defenseman, 19.5 from Trouba, 21 from Georgiev. I can't speak right now. Yeah. And it wasn't the highest scoring goalie of the night. That would have been Carey Price right there, 31.7. Let's take a look at my top lineup. I had a 3-2-1 stack of Rangers 2, Islanders 2, and David Pastrnak. I had Paranen 47 with Fast 27 and Strome 6 with a 2 of Eberle 17.8 and 16.3 from Brock Nelson. I got a goal from Nelson and an assist from Eberle at the end of the game there to make it 6-2. So that's really what propelled my lineup up a little bit higher, unless I would have finished like in 12th. So that was nice. Carey Price, 31.7. Cool. That was the best of the night. Awesome. 17 points for my defenseman. Pietrangelo, 7.8, kind of a disappointment, and 14.3 from David Pastrnak, which I will 100% take. I had a lineup in 3rd, and then 34th and 94th in the top 100. This one had probably Rangers 2 with Paranen. This looks to be one of a cash lineup a little bit that had Price in it. Ovechkin had Aho. Yeah, this was like a cash lineup that must have slipped through my my generator. But let's take a look at our slate for today. First game on the slate: Vegas Golden Knights 3.3, Buffalo Sabres 2.7. Omark in goal for the Sabres and Fleury for the Knights. These are not confirmed goalies, but looking at this, I actually saw a great value in or not great value, but the best valued line is that third line right there for Golden Knights. They're projected around 20-ish points. I didn't get too much from this game. One of my top owned stacks of the night will be right here. Sheary, Johansson, and Frolic. They are cheap. I might have done math wrong there. But they're going to be one of my top owned stacks. They're projected pretty well. Yeah. And they're only... I'm looking at FanDuel. Haha. That's what my math... Okay. I knew I did my math right. Yeah. There we go. They're cheap, and they're projected pretty well against the Knights tonight. And I think goalies, or not goalies, but defensemen look interesting down here. They got 2 power play defensemen at 4K and 4.3 for power play 1, which is nice. But overall, I did not get too much from this game. So let's keep moving forward. Oh, they are confirmed now. All right, next game. New Jersey Devils and the Toronto Maple Leafs. 3.9 for the Leafs, 2.7 for the Devils. Anderson in goal for Toronto and Domingue for the Devils. I got to a little bit of this New Jersey Devils 2 stack as a filler stack. They are cheap and they are projected around 26 points according to the NFL or the NHL DFS projections, which are free on awesemo.com right now. So I'm not affiliated with awesemo.com in any way. I was just using them for projections today because they're free. And they're probably one of the best in the business. I watch their videos all the time. So shout out to them. Free projections on awesemo.com today. That's what I'm basing all these off of. So around 26 points projected for the New Jersey Devils 2 line. And at only 12K for those 3, I'm playing a decent amount of them as a nice filler stack. Blake Coleman's projected pretty well. So overall, that's the one line I'm going to when it comes to the New Jersey Devils. On the other side, my top owned stack of the night. Yes, they are expensive, but there are plenty of filler stacks to go along with them. 20.3K. They are projected for 42.82 points. We're playing Toronto 1, right? We're playing Toronto 1 versus the Devils, right? That's my top owned stack of the day. I'm also got to a little bit of Toronto 2. Don't mind me looking over here. That's where all my notes are. I've got my book with all my info on it. So that's where all my notes are. That's why I keep glancing over here. I did get to about 5% of this Nylander Tavares Kerfoot line. They're projected pretty well, so and their value is okay. But they're projected for 32 points, that Tavares, Nylander, and Kerfoot line. I'm probably going to get to a decent amount of Anderson. Let's take a look at what I got for goalies here. Anderson's my top, probably going to be my third highest goalie owned behind Ranta and Valesky. I also really like Varlamov tonight if he starts. I think it might be Grice starting for the Islanders, but we'll see. But overall, we're playing Toronto 1. Yes. And then a little bit of Toronto 2, and then New Jersey 2 is where I'm going for that slate, for that game. On to the next one, because we have a lot to get through in this video. Los Angeles Kings, Tampa Bay Lightning, 3.8 for the Lightning, 2.3 for the Kings. Jonathan Quick in net for the Kings. Andre for the Lightning. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name. I like this Tampa Bay 1 line. I got to about 10% of them. They are projected really well. They're projected around 37 points. So that's always a nice line to go to. They're going up against this Kopitar, Tolofi, Alafo lineup, which is not that great defensively. Jonathan Quick is massively declined. So I think that's going to be a feeding frenzy for that right there. Actually, I think they switched that up. I think it was Stamkos. Yeah, it wasn't Palat. It was Stamkos. Oh, I have to redo all this. Okay, cool. I will look at that later. But it's Palat, Point, and Kucherov for that line. All right. So I'm definitely getting to some Tampa Bay 1, some Tampa Bay 2. So, and not really much for Kings. LA 3 is projected decently well. So I think I got to around 3% of them as a filler stack. They're cheap. They're projected okay, so I'm like, sure. On to the next game. It is Thomas Greiss taking on Jimmy Howard. New York Islanders, Detroit Red Wings, 3.2 for the Isles, 2.3 for the Red Wings. And I'm all over the Islanders today. I really like this Barzal, Beauvillier, and Bailey line a lot. And then Nelson, Eberle, and Lee, I would like to sprinkle them in as one-offs, which would be cool. Over for the Red Wings, nothing. I like nothing from this Red Wings team. Low projected total. Islanders are one of the better teams, defensive teams in the NHL. As for goals allowed per game, they are As for goals allowed per game, they are the 5th lowest. And the Red Wings are the worst team in the NHL. I like Thomas Greiss a lot. So basically, to sum up this game, Barzal, Bailey, Beauvillier line, a little bit of Brock Nelson, Eberle, and Lee. Thomas Greiss, a decent amount of, nothing from the Red Wings. Next, we've got a return tonight. The Pittsburgh Penguins are getting back Sidney Crosby. For this game, the Pittsburgh Penguins are taking on the Minnesota Wild. 3.4 for the Penguins, 2.5 for the Wild. Jari and net for the Pens going up against Dubnyk. I like this Pittsburgh 2, actually. I like the Malkin, Rust, Kuhan line. They played amazing last time I played them. They were part of my 9th place lineup a few days ago when they played Colorado. So I'm probably going to go right back to them today. I got around 8% of them as a full stack. I'll probably get to about 8% of them as a mini stack as well. So that's about where I'm targeting here. I'm probably not going to get to much Pittsburgh 1 just because they're not projected as well. We don't know what Crosby's minutes are going to be. So I'm not going to take a risk on that just yet. I know it's probably dangerous to fade Crosby. I don't think I have any projections for him either yet. So I'm going to refresh that, see if there's any projections for him. But overall, nothing from Minnesota. Pittsburgh 2 from Pittsburgh. And that's just about it for that game. If you want to take a risk, you can play Sidney Crosby, but he's just coming back. I don't know what his minutes are going to be. Next, we got the Columbus Blue Jackets, who are favorites against Boston here. That's kind of interesting. 2.9 for the Jackets, 2.5 for the Bruins. Merschlicken for the Blue Jackets, Tukarask for the Bruins. Once again, every single time they're on the slate, I get anywhere from 5 to 10% of Boston 1. I'm sitting around 7% for them today. They're expensive. They're good. I don't have to explain them to you. They're good. As for the Columbus side, Columbus 2 was looking pretty decent. The Milano Du Bois line, they're cheap. They're only 10-7, and they're projected pretty well. They're projected around 23.5 points as a full line. For 10-3 or for 10-7, you'll take it. I'm getting to about 3% of them, so nothing crazy. So I'm getting to that Boston 1, Columbus 3. That's just about it. Maybe a little bit Columbus 1. Not really, but they're projected decent. But nothing crazy from this game. Maybe Elvis might be a decent play there at goalie. Next, we got a very interesting game here. The Chicago Blackhawks versus the Ottawa Senators. 3.3 for the Sens, 3.2 for the Hawks. Rod and Lehner in goal for Chicago, and Ottawa has Marcus Hogberg. This is going to be a very nice game to play. I got nobody. I didn't really get much from this game. I'll probably get to some Lehner, and some Hogberg. Maybe the Tukachuk Pageau Brown line looks decent, but nothing crazy. But overall, I will get to Patrick Kane as a one-off plenty. He's projected around 16.5 points for tonight, so he's probably one of the better one-off plays of the night. But overall, I'm not targeting this game like crazy. There are better places to target, and there's better teams to play. Tampa Bay is on this slate. Toronto is on this slate. The team we're going to be talking about next, the Winnipeg Jets, are on this slate. So overall, I'm not getting to Ottawa or Chicago tonight. Next, we do have Vancouver and Winnipeg. 3.5 for the Jets, 3 for the Canucks. Connor Hellebuyck in goal for Winnipeg. Markstrom projected in for Vancouver. I am getting to plenty of Winnipeg today. I like Winnipeg 1. They are my second highest owned stack. It'll be around 12% of them today. 15% my highest at Toronto 1. I'm having kind of spread out exposure today, but I'm getting to about 12% of this Scheifele, Connor, and Lane line. They are a little expensive at 19.9. They are projected really well. They are projected at about 40 points. So that's a very nice projection for them there. I'm also getting to some Winnipeg 3. They are cheaper. They are projected pretty decent. They're projected around 19 points. And they are a total of 9,400 to play that full line. So I'm going to get to a little bit of them, probably around 3%, and then 12% of Winnipeg 1. As for the Canucks, I didn't really get to anything. I didn't get to any Canucks tonight, so if they start going off, I'll tip my cap and have a nice night. I'll probably get to a little bit of Connor Hellebuyck then, seeing I'm not playing any Vancouver, but next we got, it's the third to last game. We're to the 9 o'clock games now. Chicago, wow, I can't read today. Colorado Avalanche, Dallas Stars, 2.5 for the Stars, 2.9 for the Avalanche. Ben Bishop in for Dallas, and Philip Grubauer for the Avalanche. Usually, I'm all over this top line with McKinnon, Landeskog, and Rantanen. Not today. I am fading them a little bit. I did get to 6% just because of their raw projection. They are projected for around 35 points as a stack, which is always nice. They are 21-2 for 3 players, which will be very tough to build around. Luckily, I have plenty of filler stacks that I'm going to be cycling through. But I'm getting to about 6%. Chicago, or why am I keep saying Chicago? Colorado 1. But nothing crazy from that. The Dallas Stars are the best defensive team in hockey. They get up the least goals per game in hockey. So not something I want to try to go up against. I'll play about 6% of them, and that's about all. I'm not getting to any other lines here. And I didn't get to any Dallas. Their top line looks nice, but they just weren't projected high enough. With Toronto 1, Winnipeg 1, Tampa Bay 1, Pittsburgh 2, Boston 1, Chicago 1, New York Islanders 2, and Toronto 2, all projected higher than this Dallas 1 stack. So I did not get to Dallas 1. So, but overall, I'm not going to be playing much from this game. Probably a little bit of Ben Bishop and Grubauer, the goalies, and then the Colorado 1 stack there. Next game, the second to last game on the slate, the Nashville Predators are taking on the Edmonton Oilers. 3.3 for the Preds, 3.1 for the Oilers. Ryan in net for the Preds and Mike Smith for the Oilers. I am not getting too much at all. They weren't projected the greatest, so I didn't get to them. I'll probably get to McDavid and Draisaitl as one-offs. Very little though. And the highest owned line for me out of this whole game is Grimaldi, Bonino, and Smith. They are cheap. They are projected one of the top value plays of the day, but they're just a filler stack for me to match up with a Boston 1, a Tampa Bay 1, or something good like that. But overall, nothing outrageous from this game. McDavid's good. He's a little pricey. Draisaitl's better, better priced. So I'm waiting for the day that Draisaitl and McDavid are on the same line, because then I would play that all the time. But until then, I'm only going to get them as one-offs, basically, because the chances of both Archibald and Neal going off, or Nugent and Yamamoto going off as well, not likely. And finally, we have the Arizona Coyotes and the San Jose Sharks. Aaron Dell and Aiden Hill projected as the goalies tonight. And overall, I only got to one line here, and it's another one of those filler lines. Tampa Bay or San Jose 3. They were 8-9, 7-9. Yeah, they're cheaper than I thought. So even better value. They're projected around 20 points, so they are a filler stack, or they're a stack where I can stack very expensive players around them and build a really nice lineup. Other than that, I'll probably get to the Coyotes goalie a little bit, and that's just about it. Overall, my top plays of the day: Toronto 1, Winnipeg 1, Tampa Bay 1, Buffalo. But that's going to about do it for this video. Let me guys know who you think is going to be the highest owned stack of the night. Let me know in the comment section down below.